Welcome back to Let's Play DDO Permadeath. So, since last time, I have taken level 3 on this character. Sorry, level 5. Third level of Sorcerer. So I am now, once again, a Sorcerer with a Paladin splash, instead of a Paladin with a Sorcerer splash. I've also put on the +3 con braces that I had in the bank, which I got as a reward for some quest at lower levels. And I spent a couple of action points on human improved charisma. So I should be up to charisma 24 once I have my charisma goggles on inside the quest. On the other hand, I am feeling a bit worried about this guy. He had a hard time in part 2 of...
Save for distant scratching sounds. The smell of blood hangs thick. Something awful has happened here.
Wow, laggy moment there. I had a hard time in part 2 of the waterworks, and the waterworks is usually the easiest stuff at level 3.
Bodies are everywhere, as are webs. Perhaps spiders are responsible for the slaughter. Rows of cells lie ahead. You should look in them for signs of marketplace.
This is probably the toughest level for this guy. He, at the next level he will get level 2 spells. He will have web and suddenly everything will be a lot easier. But while I'm level 5 and using level 1 spells, this could be tough. I'm certainly glad that this guy... that I'm playing this guy with the lowered XP requirements from a few updates ago. It should make it faster to get through these tough low levels. So this guy will probably struggle at this level in particular, where he's still using level 1 spells. So he's kind of out-leveled. The content is leveling up faster than he has in terms of his spell power.
Markings on this
But
indicate that it can rattle of a portcullis echoes up the passage behind you.
But the power curve should be very good from here on out. He will be getting new spells at the same rate as a wizard, and will soon be into the really powerful level 3, level 4 spells. Well, I say soon. There's a lot of playing to go to get there. I was a bit worried about coming in here. In fact, I deliberately didn't do this one while I was at level 4, because I'm worried about the big zombie fight coming up.
There is more bloodshed in the north wing, along with something else. The faint tang of decay in the air.
Yeah, the big zombie fight is one where you can die if you get hemmed in by them. They do plenty of damage if you get surrounded. So hopefully I can kill them fast. I think my plan here will actually be the opposite to what I'd normally do. I think my plan has to be to stay
The
mobile.
stench of corruption grows stronger. Maybe the spiders didn't kill these people after all. Maybe it was something else.
And normally I try and just block the doorway, so only one or two of them can hit me at once. But that wasn't going well against the kobolds, and the kobolds are a lot less scary than this fight. I'm also betting the zombies have enough hit points that I can't kill them with a single shocking grasp. So I think I'm better off just running around. Don't know if that will prove correct, but we will find out shortly. I certainly think the zombies hit hard enough that putting on the plate mail is not going to help. Oh, I also took Disrupt Undead as my third spell at level 1, which is a pretty odd spell to pick up on a sorcerer. But I really couldn't think of anything else useful to take. I could take Shield, but I'm already wanting that.
In this cell. A ragpaper note hastily scrawled upon and left amid the carnage.
I could have taken some area damage, but those would have been fire and acid spells, both of which I have negative casting levels on from my sorcerer savant enhancements. Alright, so this is it. I don't know how this will go. I could certainly die at this point. Okay, made it out. Ooh, okay. Yeah, that was fun. I'm certainly getting to play things different ways from how I normally play on this guy. Yeah, that's not how I would recommend doing that one on most characters. Certainly not anyone that has to get up close. And if you've got any crowd control, you just crowd control them in the doorway. But this guy didn't have much choice, really. Okay, Disrupt Undead is completely useless. It's doing about 1/6 the damage of Nyax. I'll have to swap it out, although I have no idea what I'll put in its place. Maybe Shield, just to save consumables. I looked at sleep for a while as well, but there doesn't really seem to be a point in having sleep and hypnotism. And I knew I was doing this chain next, so there wasn't much point. Fortification 20, that's not too bad. I knew I was doing this one next, which is another reason I took an undead spell. But it's clearly not even worth having hotbarred. Okay, normally part 2 is more dangerous than part 1, but I don't think it will be for this guy. This guy's big problem is the large groups of enemies, like that big fight just now. This one has small numbers of those tough skeleton veterans, which I think is no problem. Basically they're only vulnerable to my SLA.
You at the top of his dais.
So I don't think I can hit them with Nyax, so I'm going to be running around buying time in order for the SLA to cool off. But otherwise, I think it'll go fine.
The moans of the undead rumble throughout the sanctuary. Their numbers must be growing. The scrape of bone against stone sounds from the north wing. Something strange ahead. The bloodstains on the floor seem to go through the wall on the right.
Okay, maybe it's not such a big difference. I'm doing about 3 times as much damage with Nyax as I was with Disrupt Undead. Which, given that Disrupt Undead is a spell that only works against the undead, that's pretty rubbish, really. That said, it would actually be useful against the Skeletal Knights, wouldn't it? All is forgiven.
Found a secret room. This must be where the warden kept his keys. His body lies on the floor, twisted in death.
Of course, since I'm only using my SLA, well, mostly only using the SLA, I'm still struggling to spend my spell points. Okay, it's good that my shocking grasp does enough damage to kill most of the skeletons in one hit. Okay, 2 wings cleared.
The undead have battered these doors relentlessly. You might be able to open them now with the master key. This way lies Minan's ward. The reek of the undead is almost palpable.
I'm glad that the targeting on Shocking Grasp isn't too strict. It's much better hitting the bats than even a melee attack is for some reason. Okay, this corner up here is the main dangerous fight. Oh nice, only one popped up. Yeah, this is usually the worst one. Those skeleton veterans are tough. Oh, skeleton knights. Yep, that's a fairly large group. Certainly helped there that one of the veterans popped up, or knights rather, popped up without the rest. Damn it, he ran away from my Smite Evil.
A dirt-caked man stares at you from across the room, his eyes glazed with madness. Fitzwood vanishes before your eyes.
Okay. I might make it through the whole quest without training.
The exit gate slams closed as you approach. From the south, you hear another portcullis clatter open. The south wing. This way you hear the rattle of iron, the low metallic growling.
Yeah, that was dumb. I was doing some standing around there and forgetting to use my shocking grasp. I guess the big fight at the end here might be a problem. It's quite a few of these guys together. And my axe is very hit and miss.
This lever may open the way out.
Okay, let's buff for the end fight. I doubt he's worth much, but I might as well have something to take a bit of the aggro away.
In the distance, the exit gate grinds upward, but several nearby doors open as well. You hear clattering and growling from within.
Oh, nice try. Yep, he nearly managed to grease me. Actually, grease was one of the spells I was seriously considering taking at level 4. Or, yeah, 5. In that it is crowd control. But I decided it's too risky to myself, really. Okay, nice. Alright, so that's it for this session. See you next time.